Don Giovanni is a dangerous opera. It's seduced audiences for nearly 230 years, and its creators, Mozart and his librettist Lorenzo DaPonte, are generally considered the most potent composer-lyricist team in all musical theater history. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here, but it seems to me that the story of the opera is drawn not only from the ancient Don Juan myths, but from some of the experiences of the poet DaPonte as well. He was quite the character. Born in Venice, he was ordained a priest and taught in the local seminaries there, but he was drawn by pleasure, ended up having many affairs of the heart, even at one point living in a brothel with his girlfriend and being threatened and chased through the streets of Venice by angry husbands and fathers. He was eventually banished from Venice, interestingly enough, not because of his non-celibate lifestyle, but because he was teaching heresy to the seminary students. He eventually ended up in Vienna, and that's where he was paired with Mozart to write three of the greatest musical dramas ever written: Così fan tutte, Le nozze di Figaro, and Don Giovanni. Giovanni is a wonderful combination of words and music, but we have no idea how Mozart and DaPonte worked together. Mozart was a voluminous letter writer, but we have no existing correspondence between him and DaPonte. It can be surmised, then, that they met every day to work. I like to think that they met in a coffee house or restaurant, perhaps the Griechenbeisel, a restaurant founded in the 15th century where you can still have a meal, and where you can see the composer's autograph on one of the walls. I imagine them conjuring the personality of this mercurial character of the Don, who simply must conquer every woman he meets, aided and abetted by his sometimes reluctant servant Leporello. Giovanni is seductive, violent, poetic, tender when he needs to be, forceful, and active when he's crossed. He has no shame because he has no conscience, and his actions eventually lead to his downfall, a spectacular piece of supernatural theater that I won't spoil for you now. Although he's not such a complicated character, Don Giovanni is a man of many moods, and I'd like you to experience just two of them in two excerpts from this brilliant opera. The first is a brief aria in which he tells Leporello to prepare a feast for the newly married couple Zerlina and Mazzetto. Why? Because he's intent on seducing this beautiful young peasant girl. He describes the party almost as if he expects an orgy to break out. It's going to be drinking, feasting, and lovemaking all night. The aria is fast-paced and both brutal and melodic. It couldn't be more perfect in describing the kind of character Giovanni really is.
Una festa fa preparar, se trovi in piazza qualche ragazza, tegono quella, cerca menar, tegono quella, cerca menar, cerca menar, cerca menar, senza che l'ordine, la danzia, il minuetto, chi la follia, chi la manna, farà velar, chi il minuetto, farà velar, chi la follia, farà velar, chi la manna, farà velar, e di frontanto ora all'altra canto, con questa quella vuoi amoreggiar, vuoi amoreggiar, vuoi amoreggiar. Alla melista, domattina, una regina devi aumentar. Alla melista, una regina devi aumentar. Se trovi in piazza qualche ragazza, che con quella cerca menor. Alla melista, domattina, una regina devi aumentar. Senza penale, la danzia, chi il minuetto, chi la follia, chi la lavanna, farre valor. Alla melista, domattina, una regina devi aumentar, una regina devi aumentar, una regina devi aumentar, ma devi aumentar, devi aumentar, devi aumentar.
But then there's the more seductive side of Giovanni. In this serenade, he picks up a mandolin and sings beneath the window of Donna Elvira, a woman who seeks vengeance on the Don because he left her waiting at the altar. But is he serenading Elvira, trying to make up for his past sins? Well, no. He's after her maidservant. As I said before, this guy has no shame.
Viene alla fine tesoro deviene a consolare il pianto mio. Se neghi a me di dar qualche ristoro davanti agli occhi tuoi morir voglio. Tuccai la bocca dolce più del miele, tu che zucchero porti in mezzo al cuore. Non esser gioia mia con me crudele, lasciati almen veder mio ben amore.
We'll explore more of Don Giovanni in future podcasts, but let me leave you with this. Don Giovanni is seductive. It's got gorgeous music which, simply on a surface level, sucks you into the life and world of one of the most dangerous characters in all opera. But don't feel badly. We've all been there. We just want you to join the crowd. I'm Nick Reveles. I'll see you at the opera.